Here's part 2 of our conversation with Kathy Valentine. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. All I Ever Wanted, a rock and roll memoir. I highly recommend it. There'll be links in the description of this video. Here's part 2 of our conversation with Go-Go's Kathy Valentine.
Opening for the Police and finding out you guys were number 1, that must have felt good.
Yeah, that story has accelerated in a way that I don't know how it did, but we actually didn't get to number 1 until a couple months after the Police tour, but our album passed theirs. So we're opening for them, but our album shot past to number 4. So yeah, it was an amazing moment. And the fact that Sting was just so generous and supportive. I loved writing about that. I mean, all those moments, I tried to make sure I really got back and put myself in the moment and remembered what it felt like and how wonderful it was. And if I couldn't do that, I didn't write about it. And that was such a great scene. And I really liked that. And also what happened the next night with the private jet and all that stuff. It was so much fun.
You ever splurge with anything? I mean, it's strange. I was talking to the guy from Player, Peter Beckett. He said, I bought a sports car. And I'm going, all guys say that. Every guy says I bought a sports car. Did you ever splurge, or could you ever splurge on something?
Kind of embarrassing. My first car that I bought with my successful paycheck was a Volkswagen Rabbit. Kind of embarrassing.
They last forever.
I ended up giving it to my mom. No, I've definitely splurged. You know, I'm not very good at. I'm not the best person with saving for a rainy day. If something, I don't know. I've definitely splurged in my life.
By the way, I got my license on a Maverick, by the way.
Oh, my mom drove a well, yeah. you read the book. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able, I mean, I try not to go crazy. I mean, I want to I'm not dumb, but yeah, I've definitely splurged. I've never bought a super fancy car. I usually buy used cars, because I just think, I think the fanciest car I ever had was a Mercedes-Benz, and I bought it used.
Yeah, same here. That's our general rule. That's what we always do. Like you had said at one point about bands. Well, if they can do it, like the Runaways, when you were talking about them, well, if they can do it, I can do it. Maybe I can do it. Right? But that's the thing of, did you find that? Because you were talking to your much younger self. I mean, you were literally hanging out with your younger self when you were writing this book.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. And like you say, like writing a book, like we all have memories of our past, but it's all kind of a jumble and it's a bunch of fragments. And it's kind of cool when you write a book. And I had journals too. They weren't real consistent and there would be big, large gaps. But a lot of my journals is what helped me. Between all the press I'd kept, because I kept every bit of press we ever got, the press, the journals, all my like day planners and filofaxes and stuff, they all had a lot of notations. So I used all that to help me, but it was crazy to see the order that the chaos becomes. You start seeing patterns and an overview that normally you don't get a chance to see. So I also like to say that writing a book was the most deep, profound, effective, and cheapest therapy I've ever had in my life.
There you go. Well said. What happened with your mother? Like what? Like I didn't finish the book, and I'm going to because I didn't have time. But is your mother still with us?
Yes, she's still alive. She's had a pretty, a lot of crazy things, but basically, the book allowed me to kind of forgive and process a lot of resentment that I've had over many years, taking care of her. My entire adult life, I've taken care of her. And I look at it as a choice now because, that's just a better way to look at anything. But she's doing pretty good. I mean, I'm aware that, she won't be with us forever. So I try to be more, my daughter's really good about helping me be more compassionate and kind because I get really impatient and annoyed. But, I know a lot of people that get annoyed with their parents. It's not like that different. Mm-hmm. But it's just a way to kind of be a better person, to be more forgiving and tolerant, especially when somebody's old. And, I'm her biggest success story. I'm the one thing she feels like didn't go wrong in her life. So I don't want to mess that up for her.
Yeah.
By being a drag of, by not being kind.
Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. And buy a t-shirt, help support our channel. Link in the description of this video. I'm John Beaudin from Rocky Street Music.